Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another video. Thank you all very much for tuning in, and here we have it, my top 10 favorite niche releases for 2016. It's been a really interesting year for both the designer market and the niche market, and here it is. I have compiled 10 of my favorite releases for this year. Now, there have been a lot of really great releases this year, many fragrances that I've sampled, many fragrances that are owned by a lot of my friends. Unfortunately, the bad news is that I did not go out there and purchase all of them. I have only a few, but I do have at least 10 that I can talk to you guys about, and these are fragrances that I have in my collection that I feel very strongly about. They are wonderful fragrances, and I would recommend any one of them any day of the week. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into my top 10 favorite niche fragrances for the year 2016. Coming in at number 10 is a fragrance that actually, I just picked up the wrong fragrance. So this one is an up-and-coming house. It's more like an indie house, and it's called Gallagher Fragrances. This one fragrance in particular is one of the newer releases from this company. It's part of a series called the Silk series, and this one is called Tobacco Silk, and it's a really nice tobacco-based scent. I can't really compare it to anything that I have in my collection. It's not dry like Tabaron. It's not moist like Tobacco Vanille. It's kind of like a happy medium of the two. So I would definitely recommend you check it out. Now, this next fragrance that I'm about to show you guys is also a tobacco-based fragrance, but this one is really boozy, and I love boozy nuances in fragrances. It just evokes a really positive mood for me. This one by Daniel Barros is called Tobik Cognac. So it's a combination of tobacco and cognac. There really isn't much more to say about it, but it's a fantastic scent. Next one on this list is the newest release from this company, of course. Some of these companies have worked really hard. They put out multiple releases in the same year, like this one, like this one. This one, on the other hand, just one or two this year, I think, but this is a solid fragrance. And despite the fact that I think it leans a little bit more feminine, I would still wear this in public. This is by Zoologist, and it's called Civot. It's a really nice sort of powdery, slightly floral, ambery, sweet, kind of a scent composed by Shelley Waddington. Really wonderful fragrance, and it's not animalistic, so I did have a little trepidation at first. I thought to myself, oh my god, it's gonna stink, and then I smelled it, I'm like, this is incredibly pleasant. It's a fantastic scent. The next one, I like this fragrance because from what my nose can detect, there's a lot of ISOE Super, which is said to have like a pheromone-like effect. Anyways, the perfumer for this is Josh Meyer. It's by a company called The Sum. It's a jewelry company, and this one is called The Mauve. Wonderful sort of ISOE Super musky lavender, barbershop vibe kind of a scent. I love it. I've gotten a lot of compliments on it too. The next one on this list is a Freshie, so I'm going to have to wait until the spring to wear this one. I cannot wait. I know it's going to remind me of last spring when it was just starting to get warm out and I was firing up the grill, barbecuing, having guests over, and it's a wonderful fragrance. It's called YVRA 1958. Bright lemon, great citrus. The perfumer is Ivo van Regteren Altena, and he did a fantastic job with this composition. All right, so now we're getting into the top 5. These are all heavy hitters. These are mainstays in my collection. If and when should I run out of my bottle, you can guarantee that I will be repurchasing. This one by the different company, which I'm telling you guys is one of the best brands that I have ever smelled in my entire life. And I say that because there's so much variety. This smells so natural. The perfumers behind their compositions, Jean-Claude Elena and Bertrand Duchaufour and Jean-Claude Elena's daughter. I mean, really wonderful stuff. Anyways, this is called JETE, and it goes by the subtitle Cuir Narcotique. It's this sort of a leathery floral scent. It's really well done, fantastic composition. Next one on my list is one of the newest from this company. I think it's the newest as it stands right now, and by Imaginary Authors is called Slow Explosions. You have an imaginary note of apple, but it smells so much like apple. You also have the saffron note, which is not overly spicy, but it gives a nice edge and characteristic to the scent. Beautifully done. Good job. Fantastic job, Josh Meyer, if you're watching. The next one is a gem, and this one gets talked about a lot in the community, and for really good reason. It deserves all of the praise. It deserves the hype. This one is 1821 Man-Made Sweet Tobacco Spirits. There's the bottle. I have worn this so much since I purchased it, and a little bit goes a long way because the performance on this one is beastly. Think honeyed, kind of like Back to Black by Kilian, Pure Havane by Thierry Mugler. It's sweet. It has this cherry sort of plum nuance in it. It's fruity. It's gourmandish. It has Manuka honey. I'm just going to stop talking because it doesn't matter what I say. It's not going to do it justice. Number 2 on my list, and depending on how I get up out of bed, this could easily be number 1, and my number 1 could be number 2, and you know the drill. You know, scent is subjective. So this one, I think, is a winner, and I don't like seeing flankers, and I guess in essence, it's not really a flanker, but it is inspired by one of his previous compositions. This one by Tower Perfumes is called Au Cœur du Désert. It's not part of the numbered series, so you're not going to see a number there. And the name translates to the heart of the desert. And this is inspired by his second creation, which is L'air du Désert Marocain, which brings you right in the middle of the Moroccan desert. You have a little bit of warmth, you have the spices, the arid climate is just evoked so beautifully, so perfectly. And this one just amped it up to the max. The performance is better, the smell is stronger, it's bolder, it doesn't have the sort of lightness, not to imply that the original was light, but it's not as airy, if I'm able to use that word, as the original. This is really a step up, and I'm really proud of Andy Tower for being able to put out such fantastic fragrances like this one. And we're going to have to end it off here. I have one more, ladies and gentlemen, and this one I am so proud of. I'm so proud of this company. I'm proud of the perfumers who have worked on their fragrances. I am proud of the names, the whole concept. I think this is a house that you really, really, really have to check out in the coming year. And I'm not just saying this, but these fragrances are all incredibly solid. And this one has quickly become one of my favorites, and I think it's right up there in terms of a fresh scent. It's right up there with like Xerjoff Neo and some of these other really strong powerhouse type of a scents. This one is by the company Fleur, and it's called Olmsted and Vaux. Olmsted and Vaux are the architects who designed Central Park in New York City. And this is a bright, fresh, citrusy, grassy, uplifting, vibrant, jubilant sort of a scent. It is remarkable. This is, honestly, this digital-only brand is a fantastic house that was just introduced to us. And every year, I thank the perfume gods for bringing us houses that are so incredible. And once you think you've smelled it all, and once you think you're getting very sort of disenchanted by what you're seeing on the shelves and the different fragrances, a company like this will put out a line of such incredible fragrances. And I'm really proud of this company, so definitely give it a shot. They're all good. Ciano, Greylock, Moab, all of them are fantastic. So guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope I didn't go on for too long, but these have been my top 10 favorite niche/indie fragrances for the year of 2016. I know I missed a bunch. That's just because I don't own them, or I might not like them as much as I love these. So if you feel as though I missed any fragrances, let me know. Leave a comment down below. Also, please don't forget to subscribe. This way, all of my new videos will get delivered straight to your feed. You never have to worry about missing any content. And make sure to click that bell to enable notifications. So once again, thank you so much for watching. Remember, I smell well so you can smell good, and we'll see you in the next episode. Take care, everyone.